G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So I thought I'd do a bit of a different video today. I figured, let's try to figure out how much food I actually feed my fish room. Now there's three groups of fish I won't be including in this. The guppies, Nibacromis linni, and the discus. And obviously the fresh hatch brine shrimp, I can't really count them, can I? So this is going to be basically all the extreme food that I feed, that stuff right there. As you can see, I've got a fair old bit of it. So I'm going to get the tubs ready and start writing a list. Alright, so I've got all the big tubs here. As you guys probably know, I use the little tubs, but I thought I'd use the big tubs in the demonstration because they've got labels on them. Whereas the little tubs I use, some of them say like NLS, but I don't really use NLS anymore. But anyway, so we've got Nano, Koi, Peewee, Big Fella, and Monster. Now, with the Peewee, I am going to use my shaker just to keep the test as true as I can. The rest I can gauge from the tub, but because I use this shaker, I want it to be fairly accurate because I actually want this data for myself as well as telling you guys. So first of all, I'm going to weigh them all up and write it all down. I won't bother you with that detail. I'll just weigh it on my handy dandy, what do you call it? Scales for fiberglassing. So that's why they're so trashed. Anyway, I'll be back. Alright, there we go. They're all weighed. 550-ish seems to be the most common weight of all what I've got here. So yeah, this is an unopened tub actually, so that's pretty much spot on. 60 grams for the plastic. That's good to know that they've got the right weight of food in there. So let's start feeding. I've left it a little bit late, guys. There's not much light. That's alright. The koi are actually starting to slow down a bit. I say that as one flies across the top. Yeah, I'll take that back. They're not slowing down. I was going to say they're slowing down because it's cooling down. Anyway, next. Alright, I'm actually cracking this tub, guys. That one there's empty. So, this video... I just threw that in the water. Whoops. This video is lining up with the new tub. I'm going to turn the light on so it looks pretty. Alright, so we grab a fairly good size pinch of this. A couple of them. I'm trying to go as accurate as I can to my daily feeds. I think I normally don't think about it, so the fact that I'm thinking about it might be a bad thing. Alright, and then so these guys I normally just feed out of that tub there. So we're going to try and feed about the same amount with this tub here. These ones are actually starting to get a bit big for this food. It is a bit hard one-handed. That'll do for test reasons. There is fish in there, guys, I promise. Alright, let's take our tubs back in the fish room. Alright, before we go back in the fish room, can't forget about the fish. What are they called? Oh, absolute mental blank. I'll get back to you on the name of that one. Alright, so now we've got the big fella. This is definitely going to be the most out of all of them. I'm probably not going to show you me feeding everybody, guys, otherwise this is going to be like a 45-minute video. But basically, that's what the pond fish get. And then we move on to the big fella. Now, big fella is going to take me quite a while, so I'm probably just going to do it off camera. It's basically all of the flower horns, the livingstone-y, what else? I think that's about it at the moment. I could probably start feeding it to the Red Empress. They're definitely big enough. But anyway, oh, the Oscars. I'll feed it and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, now we're on to the Peewee. It's going to be interesting to see what I use more of, the Peewee or the Monster. Obviously the Monster's way bigger, and I give the... I already fed that one. And I give the Stingrays handfuls. But Peewee's what I feed most of the room. These top ones are a bit of a stretch. Looking at the camera and not what I'm doing, I'm spilling it all over myself. Wow, I actually can't believe how much harder this is with a camera in my hand. I don't know how accurate this is going to be, guys, because I'm definitely holding it different to how I normally would, and I can feel the food hitting me in the face. But it should be pretty accurate. I'm trying to feed heavier than lighter. Whoops. And apparently I'm trying to feed the lids. The reason I'm trying to feed heavier than lighter is because I want to record a bit of data. Some of these fish are still growing, so I want this info to be valid for a while, you know what I mean? I go to town with this shaker. You can tell why I've got the shaker now, how much easier it makes it. Bit of a climb up here. I got some nice fry coming through from those guys. I'm excited to get them on the market. They're worth a fair bit of money. Could use a bit of cash flow in the fish room at the moment. I'm not doing bad, just trying to prepare for the future, you know. I'm worried about what's going to happen the next 6 to 12 months. There's a couple of flower horns in there. I can't get this peacock bass to eat in the tub, but I can't put him in the tank because he gets smashed. If you're in Perth and got a free 6 foot, hit me up, I'll work out a deal. At this point, I want to try and heal him to get... I already fed them, I'll give him a bit more. I want to try and heal him to sell him, but if I've got nowhere to heal him, how am I going to sell him? You know what I mean? Anyway, so that's that one. So then it's just the Nano left. And I'll do this off camera because this is going to be a tough one because it's a full tub. Alright guys, so we're all fed. So I do actually do a feed in the mornings as well, but basically I only feed the Nano, the tiniest bit of Peewee and the big fella. So basically I'm going to double the big fella and the Nano and not worry about the Peewee, because I probably don't use quite double the big fella in the morning, but it'll work out, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's start weighing. Alright, so we'll stop shaking the table. 558. Koi. 506. Peewee. 526. Does that say? Big fella. No. Yeah, that's a big fella. 1 2 2 2 2 2. 1 2 2, 2. One more 2, guys. Big fella. 1391. 1391. Alright, I'm gonna go inside and we'll work this out together. I'm ready to go inside. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes and stuff. I closed the door, but I still managed to get mosquito bites before I closed the door. Alright, I'm gonna feed the brine shrimp and then get back to you actually. Right, night. Get it? Right is for night time, left is for morning. Alright, so I came inside and I did the math. So basically, hang on, let me get a lid on this pen. I don't want to ruin good felt pen. Don't ask me why I was using a felt pen. It's the first one I found. Alright, so 28 grams koi, monster 43. Big fella we used 11. I round that up to 22 because I feed the flower horns 2 to 3 times a day. Peewee, I rounded that up to 50 grams. And Nano, same thing, 12 grams, but I feed the fry twice a day, so I wrote 24 grams. Now, they're probably a little bit lower, but the Peewee is probably a little bit higher, because there is a couple of fish that I feed Peewee in the mornings. So we've come to a total of 167 grams. So one thing I forgot to do is times 30. That's 5 kgs. A month. I don't know why I'm writing it down. I could have just said it. That's 5 kilos a month. So this stuff retails for about, say, what, $60 a kilo. So it's $300 of food a month. That's a fair bit, hey. I think that's about the right price. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. It actually ended up being quite a lot more than I was expecting. 5 kilos a month. I don't see myself going through those tubs that fast. But I don't know, I guess I must do. I guess because I suppose there's like a few different tubs that I'm feeding from. It adds up real quick. But anyway. So next time you're trying to buy a fish off a breeder, maybe think about trying to bargain that $5 because it's quite expensive. Like food's just one thing of a fish room. Like I'm extremely fortunate to have Korean Pet Central behind me. Yes, they are the sponsor. There'll be an official video soon, but I'm waiting for Ryan to finish his website. I'm pushing him real hard because I want to do an official announcement. And I need the link for the website to do that announcement. But anyway, there's a little scoop for you. If you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. And head over to Korean Pet Central on Facebook and hit like for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.